First up, a little housekeeping to address the obvious. If you couldn't tell, my voice sounds different. That is because I just got a microphone. And so that way I don't sound as much like a congested seagull, as has been so kindly put out. But it's going to take me a little while to work out all the kinks, figure out where the most realistic voice for me is, as just trying to get it all to sound right. So the next few videos will probably sound kind of off as I just sort of figure this out and different each time. I might even do the anime review on Monday like this just to get it right. But we'll take things as they come. As always, this is a work in progress, which more work than progress, it feels like. But without further ado, on to this episode. And my God, what an episode it was. From one perspective, you could say not a lot happened. It was just a duel. We've already seen Yugo's deck. We know it's synchro summon based. Seeing a Goyo archetype is kind of weird, and considering how little Goyo Guardian has to do with the format, it will probably mean nothing if they make it in real. And Yugioh and crew showed up way too late in the episode. But if you're like me and you overanalyze this shit, you will realize this episode was ingenious. First up, Yugo. Be our protagonist. You are so much cooler than Yugioh. I mean, by God, everything about this character is fucking badass. From the way he duels, to the way he carries himself, to the way he interacts with people. It's just all the fun, exciting stuff I want to see from something like this. I don't want, like we're getting with Yugioh, just hitting point after hitting point to make it work. I want a character with a real personality, and that's what Yugo is, and this episode showed it. The duel itself was fun and excellent, and it was beautiful to look at. Yeah, seeing pillars to form dual highways was a little goofy, but if I was going to nitpick mostly just aesthetic choices, I'd complain how a 14-year-old girl is able to hold on to the back of a motorcycle with just her hands, going at what looks like very fast speeds. So nitpicking has kind of been flown out the window here. But it was just very fun to watch, and again, Goyo archetype, they're just sort of dancing around actually using Goyo Guardian, having a little fun with the older fans, but I think we all know a Goyo archetype would mean nothing, considering how little Goyo Guardian's affecting things right now. But apart from that, we get the other thing I really liked, and that was when Yugioh and crew showed up at the end. The relevancy of that was obviously just getting them back in the episode, as he is our protagonist. I like the idea of splitting it up between most realistic characters, which is Yuya, Serena, Sawatori, and the kid, and then just having everyone else in another direction, as they are of similar ages. But I also just really like the idea of seeing these characters together. I don't know if the whole little kid running from the police is going to mean something. It probably will, but it could just mean he's scared. And I like the contrast it shows between Yugioh and Yugo. When everyone got to the synchro dimension, it wasn't Yugioh who took the initiative and started fighting back. It was Sawatori and Serena. Yugioh was scared, confused, wasn't sure what to do, confused about the kid, and ends the episode very bewildered. That is a great contrast between him and Yugo, and I loved watching it because it does show you how different these two are. Yes, they look similar and they have the same plot point, but they are different people, and I liked watching that. It also sets up something really interesting for next episode, as we will most likely learn what the little kid's backstory is. And it is interesting to see how the synchro world has the active real world gate blockers. But other than that, yeah, this episode didn't have that much going on, but what it did have, I thought was more than worth it. In the comments section below, give me your thoughts on this episode, what you think of the new audio, and as always, click to like and click to subscribe, because I swear this will sound better as I go.